Okay, everyone, welcome back to another live stream. So we are going to continue playing Honks the Rail. We are going through the Trailblaze Mission of the 3.7 version. Everything is going fine. I would say that many of the unmentioned questions are actually being solved already, which is good. Before we get into the doom and gloom that supposedly is going to be the ending, but at least one thing that I was saying during the previous um, live stream, which to some degree was already answered by Lagos, but I mean I was so tired and some like uh, diffused through the story yesterday that I was making no sense whatsoever of what was happening. But something that I was saying is that throughout all of the recursions, right? I mean, it kind of appeared that um, the plan of the erudition, whatever was the idea of the gaze, to empower Cyrene into whatever she was doing in the tomb of the Forgotten Titan. Whatever that was in there, it kind of looked like already like a solid, robust plan uh, that was already taking shape, something like that. Um, Yet, and my question then was if this was already like a very solid plan, everything was going according to what it had to be done, right? Um, it wasn't clear how is that the main characters are actually going to be vital uh, to to the fruition of the plan at the end, right? Because I mean, it kind of really didn't matter whoever came to Amphorius from the perspective of Serene. Um, and yet, at least we got an answer in there first of somewhat of like the timeline or like the last events that actually makes explains how is that the Sirenes and the current Sirene actually work, and also um, it explains that actually the reason why Stell or like the MC is important is because of the Stellaron. So finally, the Stellaron actually is very nice that it is mentioned finally. Um, Actually, they were able to like give it a place for the Stellaron to actually make sense why like the Stellaron and the Trailblaze actually has a meaning or like actually has a purpose, right? And there's a payoff in there. Um, so the idea is that because Lagos had used the Stellaron to corrupt the Demiurge, right? So the Demiurge is tainted by the Stellaron. It's not entirely clear to what degree the Stellaron is still active in Amphorius, though. Um, but at least it looks like the Demiurge is contaminated by the Stellaron. At least we know that the Stellaron um, cannot be destroyed. Not even, I would guess that not even by it exploding, right? Um, so I would imagine that the Stellaron is still hidden for us in some form, right? We are taught that the Demiurge is just contaminated by the Stellaron. It's not necessarily the Stellaron though, but at least that part uh, of the Demiurge actually resonated with the Stellaron of or like the MC, and that's why the Demiurge breaks free from the tomb or wherever it was, and it goes to Amphorius looking for the MC. Uh, which is quite interesting to say the least. Um, and it also explains why actually Mem has the very the fairy design at the beginning of the story. That's also kind of explained in there, and eventually we are kind of like already told that actually like the mem, the Sireni, and now the merge Sireni that we are interacting with throughout all of this um, story, throughout all of the arc, is actually just the merge all the time, right? All of the Sirenes have already passed. So there's that. And also something interesting, that's something that probably I should have mentioned during the previous version that I really haven't like touched on, is that at least when we were doing um, um, the 3.2, I was kind of like taken a little bit aback because I mean from the beginning, if you may remember, when we have the how's this called, the like the Crisis, the Euphoria saga, um, first promotional video, something like that. There is this part at the end, right, where we are told that when the nameless new king arises to the throne, uh, uh, I, or at least I guess that many people would have imagined that that's a reference to the Trailblaze, right? And especially to the MC, because I mean, or I mean to the Trailblazers in general, because technically they are the nameless, right? Um, yet, yet, instead of actually getting the MC, the core flame of Trailblazer, of Wolverine, we are actually given the core flame of time, right? During that time, things got a little bit weird because, I mean, if any of the core flames was going to have like a probably like a immediate match in any player's brain, probably is going to be that okay, March is going to inherit the time core flame, that's for sure, right? um, yet I mean we are having that March is not here or wasn't there, right? And the time core flame is actually being given to the MC, even though like it would have made sense that the core flame should go to March. What's going on in here, right? I mean they just threw us through all this entangled story. That's very nice that they actually made it so this sophisticated, uh, just to actually at the end uh, give us or deliver actually what's like the expectations, right? I mean the expectations were that probably, at least for me, the expectations were that EMC is going to have the core flame of Wolverine, March is going to have the core flame of time, and Dan Hang is going to have the core flame of Earth. I mean, I just feel that it was overly foreshadowed uh, during that first trailer of the Euphoria saga. Um, but then again, right, it was a little bit like, hmm, I'm not sure. This isn't entirely working as expected during the 3.2. Um, especially because eventually, like, Danhang is just like leaving, right? So yeah, things got really weird. But anyway, we are now continuing, and let's see what's going to happen, right? Up to what I remember, where we last left, is that it looks like Madame Herta has finally figured out a way to um, throw all of Libus's plans. Like, actually, she's just like taking Libus head, because it looks like pretty much at this point Libus has like slash surrender, not surrender. At least he fully disconnected himself or something like that. And at least he's not more around, right? So he's no longer the administrator, he's no longer around in any shape or form, apparently. So, I mean, we are told that Sander has other 7 copies, right? 6 copies around, so probably this doesn't work. It will be, he might just try to pull something weird in another place. By the way, I'm kind of like weird about some detail in here. Like, up to what I understand, the scepter is like an external, it's a neuron of the external brain of the robot emperor, right, of Robert. That's what I always understood from the beginning. But when actually Sander was calling that actually this was like a direct connection to news, I get a little bit confused in there on the lore. But up to what I understand, this is a creation of Uber, right? Let's just continue.
Dangerous, oppressive, chaotic.
Ooh. This is Iron Dome.
What a beautiful wail. It will soon resound throughout the entire cosmos.
The view's pretty good here. All yours, Screwy.
Wait.
Just a moment, please.
I see. So your backup plan requires a scepter and the head of a genius.
Anyone with eyes can see that.
Yeah.
You know what I think about this, Herta. Whether it succeeds or fails, your plan plays right into the destruction's hands.
Can't you see what's going on, Strulum? Her chances may be small, but it's not zero.
What are you two going on about? If you want to stop me, be quick about it. I'm in a hurry. I'll take that silence as a no. You, Xandar?
As your enemy, I genuinely wish you would cease your actions. But should your sudden inspiration bring more variables to the proof, then as a fellow pathstrider of the erudition, I won't mind witnessing it with my own eyes.
You will initiate the destruction's chain reaction.
But you'll also become the perfect scholar. The chances are 10,000 to 1.
That's not that terrible of an odds. It's just like the odds of having a double, right? I mean, I'm just saying, technically those are the chances of getting a double 5-star, right? Okay, getting a double 5-star is a little bit more, right? But there are people that has gotten triples, right? So it's
Hi,
not
this
that
is
bad.
Toga speaking. 여보세요? Hi.
Now, I do not know what we need to do in here. This looks like Nightmare's Echo, Great Tomb of Main State. Oh. Huh. I think we're going in the wrong direction. By the way, very interesting that actually the exomyth is like super close to the tomb of the nameless titan. So we actually need to go here. I mean, let's see. What's this map? Oh, so this is this part in here. We have traveled all of these. I do not know when is that. I missed this one. Carta marked treasures. Oh. Are all of the treasures already marked? Looks so. 1, 2. Just 3. We are missing 3. Okay, I really forgot about also this skill from Carta. Scary. Let's see what happens. But also, I mean, yeah, I have to admit that it is quite ominous, the shape of Iron Tom. But I mean, up to what I understand, he's supposed to just be a computer program, right? Although I mean, this is where I really wonder, like, the representation, right? Because I mean, we're technically just within this simulation, almost slash reality here. It's weird. It's weird. But I mean, to some degree, this is what's called an artistic representation, right? This is just this artistic representation of this and all the old type of software, right? And like its surroundings as it is being big word now, incubated.
Curiosity.
It's an interesting.
It's been so long, and we've all failed so many times. Even now, moments before the horrible and inescapable instant within Droidhead's calculations arrives. The cherished children of the erudition, the geniuses lauded by all. Is curiosity the only thing we can feel, even at moments like this? Huh. Well, it's not so bad. Now let the lock become the key.
Geniuses who walk the stars. The cosmos has reached a moment where its very existence hangs in the balance. I, Herta, Genius Society 83rd seat, hereby summon you. I request a society meeting to be held immediately. We shall serve the grandest cause with the most macroscopic ideas.
There's no such thing as unity in the Society's rules based on what I know.
Indeed. A meeting has only been held 3 times in the Society's history. The first meeting had 2 attendees. After the Emperor was assassinated, the second meeting had 7 attendees. During the Second Great Prosperity, the third meeting had 5 attendees. How many will respond this time?
I thought you were not going to involve me in this topic anymore, Herta.
It really is this little witch. I shouldn't have made the bet with you, Hoka.
I've been waiting for you to offer yourself up.
Goodness gracious me! So many familiar faces. We even have a special guest. It's that greatest failure of a genius, Xandar. What a noisy gathering this is.
Not bad. More people showed up than I expected. Even though one is just here for the fun of it.
By the way, I mean, we were told that, like almost on version 1.0 that this method of communication existed between the society. I had no idea how they were going to be pulling this out, man. and I had absolutely no idea that anyone could connect to this. Interesting that actually Stephen did not attend. Oh, the islands have been already updated. I wanted to like review all of the ones that actually attended. So this pretty much confirms that Polka is alive, right? I wasn't able to get like one of the names before Polka, the Arch something, Arch. Um, I was surprised that actually when they the first went to confront her, that just standing her, you're bugging me.
Either way, the person I was hoping for most is here.
Stephen Lloyd declined the invitation. He needs to focus on attacking and defending and cannot attend the meeting.
Okay, interesting.
That's fine, he doesn't need to be here anyway. Let's skip the boring introductions and cut to the chase. Folks, this is not a discussion, but an announcement. Though the Society has never been united, we still observe at least one basic courtesy. We don't interfere with each other's research topics. So listen up, all of you. Conquering Iron Tomb is my research topic. I will personally take over Scepter Delta Me-13 in 1.5 system hours and stop the destruction. If the front line falls, I will immediately overclock the Scepter and complete self-coronation in Iron Tomb's place and interface myself with Droidhead.
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. You mad woman. That's like watching you tap dance on Polka's spotless white sheets right after she's washed them.
Very bold. You want to connect your brain to the Eon's mechanical core and define their instincts?
If Rupert dared to do that, why shouldn't I? I've got the prototype scepter, the father of Noose, and the brain of a genius. Everything's set.
Never mind the success rate, little
Gotcha.
bitch. What's gonna happen if you succeed?
We're all smart people here, so I'll just say it straight. Strike at erudition. I'll change the anchor points for the 4th instant and move the future of the cosmos in a direction I want.
I knew it. Another genius who confuses cause with effect. What do you think about this, Lord of Silence?
You know you're signing your death sentence right here.
Of course I do. There'll even be 2 copies of the verdict. One that I wrote myself, and another one coming from you. That's why I wanted you to be in this meeting. Now I can tell you, I don't care about all that. Consider this a threat. Either put down your scalpel or die with the entire cosmos. The only goal I have for this meeting is to ask all of you to put aside your pride and not cause me any trouble.
What a naive little girl, thinking her wishes will always come true.
What are you laughing at?
I am glad that we ended up on the same page. No matter if it was to destroy the erudition or to rewrite the instance, we both chose the same road. We will defy the god who marked the limits of humanity.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Then, to celebrate us coming to a fundamental agreement, I will prepare a stage for your performance. Listen well, geniuses who came after me. Thus speaks Genius Society #1. End this pathetic meeting. As of 2 nanoseconds ago, I have passed Herta's decision to all the Xandars in the universe. We will become her representatives and stop all external interferences targeting her.
What are you playing at?
My reasons. It's simple. Curiosity. That is all, madam.
Am I going to clash blades with the first genius? What a pleasant surprise. Now that our positions are clear, it's time for this boring meeting to end. Good luck, little girl.
Did you all just treat me as a side character? Darn it. But anyways, I'm just here for the fun. As the ghost of the quantum domain, it is my duty to observe. So, if you're happy to bring me a tea set from planet Scrollum, then I wouldn't mind giving you a helping hand, little witch.
After everything's over, come visit me and taste some of my freshly baked dessert.
I knew you'd say something like that.
I always give the same response to plans that exceed the limits of mathematical calculations.
I don't know, right?
Those 3 words, though seemingly graceless, contain all the wisdom in the entire known cosmos.
Well, we passed the Society's trial. Let's focus on what we've got in front of us. I hope you hold up your end of the bargain, Senior Society member.
Lycurgus may not be trustworthy, but Xandar always follows through with his words. Farewell, juniors. In the limited time we have left to spend with each other, you no longer need to address me as Xandar.
Wait, huh?
Lord Lycurgus? Could it be?
Yes. I have completely severed my connections with Xandar 1 Kuwabara. I shall witness the end of the world in the role of Theoros, as a character within this play.
I really don't get you.
Perhaps you've heard me say this many times, Herta, but I still would like to reiterate that it's a great honor to work with you.
I did hear this many times, and I responded to you many times in the same way. I'm allergic to pleasantries. Keep at it, and I might go into shock.
Stephen's work is done. Let's get ready.
I've been ready for ages. Let's open up a path for our allies.
How many? So it will be 4, 3, 7. Okay, 7 in the meeting. Okay, it was good. And technically 1 decline, but was kind of like present, closely present.
Most heroes' journeys in the universe are just dice tosses they threw on a whim. But make them see clearly. Your Your answer is already different. Amphorius.
Indeed, for this world so deeply loved, will write an ending, unlike any that ever was.
Whoa. I wasn't expecting that.
I never thought I'd one day be riding a train that's literally the incarnation of her.
I wonder what the real Astral Express feels like. Hopefully not this... bumpy.
Finally. We're here. Dust and sand in the air. And crumbling ruins all around.
So
This heat is brutal. Not even the Trailblaze can take it.
You could say this prison was forged from Feynman's fury.
But fury never lasts forever. That's why we're here. Right, friend?
so we are like in the outer shell of Aranton.
Let's embark on the final flame chase journey.
The Mortis shown once of time. I mean, we have some banger to say the least of music. And that's just the BGM of the map.
So this is what lies at the end of the West Wind. A ravaged battlefield.
Where's Maidamos? Is he with us? Oh, he is there.
Sound lingers.
I've been waiting for you. Heroes from beyond the sky. Trailblazers of the Astral Express, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I don't need to explain anything.
I am the god of strife, mighty of Castrum Kremnos. In this body rests 30 million lifetimes of cause and effect. We, the last of the 12 Titans, stand ready to fight for the world's destiny.
I mean, technically 2 is also kind of like a thing, but I'm going to go with 1.
Indeed. That journey remains vivid in my memory. I will not forget it. The past remains vivid in my mind. Even the sights along each crossing of the River of Souls have never been clearer. Let alone the companions along the flame chase journey. Or Cyrene from Aedes Elysiae. And you, the 13th Titan.
Well, I guess my identity's not a secret anymore. That means her sacrifice. And everything she did wasn't forgotten by the world, right?
She was the first ripple. She should have reached the end of the story with everyone else. Since you've taken up her pen, then write. Stand with us and fight destiny with all your strength until all is settled. Then, inscribe her name in the epilogue of the epic. In this final battle, calamity shall stand with Amphorius. This battlefield is a testament to the death struggle between the gods and the black tide. We fought tooth and nail to defend that blade. The abyss it pierced was the very breeding ground of Iron Tomb.
The earth beneath our feet is dead. Deep below lies a void, as if the world's core had never formed. I hear it. Vinland's heartbeat. It's so faint, like he's on his last breath.
Across 30 million cycles, I've crossed blades with Dawnmaker countless times. If you knew that man, you'd understand. It is exactly that last flicker of flame that will never go out. In this life, the song of strife shall not end in a final watch over Kremnos, but rise again into a journey unending. I am Mighty-Mos, the Lance of Fury. I trade 1,000 scars and 100 lives of mine for the destruction's eternal end.
I mean, ooh. I honestly wasn't expecting that we are going to be having Mighty-Mos back with us, even if it's just for some battles.
Dragons, soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
Honestly, I think this battle would be a lot more enjoyable.
We can do anything!
If we actually have
Until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle.
Evernight, probably, since Irene. But
this is being in sync.
Mimi!
Some value, I suppose.
okay.
Weakling.
Whoa, he's so strong. We didn't even get a chance to jump in.
Ha!
Sadly, our golden blood shares its origin with Iron Tomb. I fear that, like these pawns, even if the gods stand side by side, we'll still be divided and destroyed, one by one.
You mean...
To destroy the destruction itself, we must stand as one.
Okay, that's not what I would take as a conclusion from the previous.
Take this. The signet of Kremnos. It has witnessed every birth and death of mine. It is Mighty's unfinished destiny. And the perfect material to be turned into remembrance. You can do it, right?
The weight of 30 million lifetimes of duty is no small burden.
So, you're not coming with us?
Come now. I am strife. Scattered across all creation, the scar that this world needs. What stands before you is merely one of countless divine bodies. Take the signet With it, I'll be with you always. Use it to blaze the path ahead and inscribe the cause of deliverance. In the name of the mortal, mighty, champion of strife, this soul rises to the stars for glory and freedom, to have his wish fulfilled. March on, heroes. March into the abyss and fulfill that long-cherished wish of Amphorius. And then, upon this broken and charred land, build anew a city of prosperity.
So pretty much all of the crisis errors from the previous cycle have now become titans, right? So that's why they, as us, have both mortal representations or human representations, as they are also going to have divine interpretations in the world, right? Interesting that they continue with this gimmick of the of the memes, even though we are like
sounds like someone fused me and the Little Prince into one name.
whoa, why we are talking about Sephiroth at this point? By the way, this is the first time that we have like an inclined platform, if I remember correctly. We have had the vertical like that, right? But yeah, I think this is the first time that we have some like inclined platform. Oh no, how could you break my mouth mask? I have my opening line ready. Look who's come to visit me. It's a word from afar of us. But now all the surprises are... Oh. What? Okay, so we have double memes. Looks like. We heard Sephiroth, so... Ooh. I'm thinking the two different solutions. Let's see. Ooh. It's that somehow we need to return to activate the blue one at the very end. Oh, so this works like this. Okay, cool. I mean, tricky, very tricky. There were at least two details that were very tricky in there. Because, I mean, it's not immediately clear that actually the portal saves you from your past. And I'm getting a little bit dizzy from how the map actually works. I mean, it's a very cool idea, but I'm getting... honestly, I'm getting dizzy. Oh, there's Sephora.
Oh, finally! Gray mystery. And, you two ladies, really look alike, huh? Hold on. Let me guess. This pink-haired one. You've got to be the first newsboy. Mr. Meow. Demurge.
Mr. Meow.
Right. And, this one with the flower. Gotta be little Marge from the Express crew, huh?
But she's not wrong. Some flowers do look alike after all.
Relax. I'm just kidding. Look at those bloomy faces. How are you gonna save the world like that? Let me share some good news with you. This place may look like a ruin at first glance, but anyone can tell it's not that simple. Look, I dug 3,000 feet down and finally struck gold.
A golden feather.
Look familiar. It's from that little delivery boy. If it's showing up here, it means only one thing. This ruin is the seal he built from the shattered remains of 30 million lifetimes.
There is no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil and trailblaze a dawn for future generations to come.
I see. So this is how he trapped Iron Tube to buy time for the world outside.
Sounds just like him. People say cats have 9 lives, but dying and coming back millions and millions of times. No one walks away from that in one piece. He's probably the only one who could have endured that. Of course. I knew ahead of time and gave him a heads up. He was happy. He even laughed in his sleep. After all, the dead can't hear trickery's lies. Hey, deliverer boy. Sorry for before. But the heroes you were always holding out for, they're finally here now. So hang in there a bit longer. Sorry to keep you waiting all this time.
Please, join us, Cypher. Help us fight for a new sunrise tomorrow.
This time, its light will stand without lies.
Well, would you look at that? I ended up being one of the heroes after all, huh? Alright, then write it like this. Cypher, Trickery's traveler. All she ever wanted was for there to always be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil, and for even a thief to steal their way into legend. Here, take the coin of whimsy. When it's time to make a quick getaway, just toss it high into the sky.
I thought it was going to be the feather. But it makes a lot more sense, the coin of whimsy.
And for all you latecomers out there, listen up. She might have been a bit greedy and a bit of a liar, but she never went back on her word. Well, if it isn't the little prince himself.
It's been a while, Lady Cypher.
It's not every day we get to walk the same road. We're one player short. When's Princess Homebody showing up?
Right, because
Stream 4.
these are the Sisters of Calamity, right?
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action. Life is a puzzle in and of itself.
By the way, I have to mention, I'm not going to be doing a stream as long as yesterday. Probably I'm just going to stop like 2 hours, so we're halfway in the stream. Let me check if there are any comments. Okay, no comments yet, but it's fine.
So even this vessel, you've forged into a shackle.
There's a treasure there.
Seek, and you will find.
Okay, hopefully there isn't any battle.
I'm glad to see you again, Miss Castress. Looking back, I had only one act of salvation to my name, and only one life I ever saved. To bring hope to a world so vast with these hands. Even in dreams, it always felt like too much to ask for.
I think that number 1 makes more sense, but 2 is a little bit more epic.
I won't forget.
Flameweaver. Why is he here?
This is the first Caslana, and Lord Finan's deepest wound. He remembered everything he bore through the fires of his fury, but when the embers faded, all that remained was cold regret. I've restrained countless vessels like this across endless cycles, but this one, the pain he carried runs deeper than any I've known.
Maybe he's been waiting here. Just for us.
Waiting for his former enemies to stand before him again.
What answer does he hope for from us?
Well, obviously. Even if I had to go through hundreds of billions of cycles again, I would still entrust my weakness to you. So, let go of your regret, comrade. Its purpose is served. You don't need it anymore.
Hey, I'm not that accommodating, you know. You've never once pulled your punches. Ever heard of going easy on the lady? So pull yourself together, will you? If you freeze up during the final battle, the whole cosmos is gonna have a good laugh.
Yes. Please trust in us, wandering soul. Across 30 million cycles, the radiance of every flame chaser now shines bright enough to illuminate the path ahead. I ask you to rest here, and may this grieving soil bear the bloom of acceptance.
No earthquakes. It's surprisingly quiet.
Perhaps Caslana has found his peace.
There's another possibility. This may not be the only seal he left behind.
Then, I suppose it's my time to set out with you. Please take this Antilla flower with you. I believe that if anything could speak for Casterus, this ordinary, resilient bloom would be more than enough. Perhaps you remember, Lord Mighty, in that lifetime when you traveled with her, you once told me, control what little you can, and when fate's inescapable grasp comes,
Resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
I think I've done it. I've stood tall and walked among the flame chasers, casting off the name of death, Casterus, servant of the afterlife. May her name be etched into the stars. And then live as a human and die as one.
Why so sentimental?
Sorry, a force of habit.
So the names aren't going to be the same. They're going to be changing. Oh, that's going to make it harder.
That's a big one. So, who's up for a show? Not budging an inch, huh? Really, Gray Mystery? I leave you alone for a bit and you're already this rusty.
mean, we have March now.
Speaking of which, Miss Cipher, do Delosians all like spherical things?
Of course we do. Wait, that's not the point. Isn't the real issue that this thing's in the way?
Oh, right! It's my turn to shine now? Watch this! The fresh power of time!
Remember Orynyx's prayer?
Well, of course I do! Come on, give me some credit! Lift the beddings of memory and stir up ripples of past reverie!
Okay, cool.
Way better than that one, right?
You'd be even more impressive if you could recite the prayer correctly.
But beddings of memory does catch your attention.
At least it still rhymes.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because she's Orynyx anyway. I mean, she doesn't need to pray to herself to actually get her powers.
There's a whole garden down here?
Incredible. The energy in the Earth's veins here is... it's completely different.
This is the sweet dream Lady Cipher wove for him. A peaceful, gentle new world.
I mean, this was kind of deep. I want to see if you actually can see like all the depth of the tunnel. You kind of can in there. I think this is the deepest well we have in all of the maps, right? Up to this point. This is way deeper than the Tomb of the Forgotten. Yeah, this is way deeper. Let's check her. Oh, so we can see the map. Oh, we are even at deepest level. So there's that. Okay, so this is the F1. B2 is not really something around. So we are just entirely skipping an entire floor, right? That's like the gimmick, I guess. Interesting. Okay, and these ones are going to be deeper. So this is the final battle. Okay.
Look! The blade down here's already snapped.
Just like his mind, shattered and broken. But that light, it looks familiar. Yes, it's the world cleansing blood. Still shimmering. After all this time.
This roundabout way of doing things is definitely him.
Golden light, tracing the way home.
Shame our destination's the exact opposite of the one in your poem.
I mean, kind of true. The poem is a lot more hopeful than it actually meant. And so, if I remember correctly, so part of like the myth, or like the way the black tie worked, is that it could partially be cleansed by the golden blood, right?
All the pink lights have finally come together.
The pink lights? Yes, because now we are going to be 3 pink-haired girls in the company, in the team. Okay, give me a second, Hansen here. Is that final? Oh no, it's a type again.
I've been waiting so long for you, Gray, Danny, and...
This is by the Remembrance Curation. I'm going to go with 1.
So that makes 3 adorable pink-haired girls?
That's what I mentioned.
Huh? I told ya. Let someone else say that kind of stuff.
I'm glad we're all getting along so well.
No, but I mean, it's true.
So that makes 3 adorable pink-haired girls?
It is true, it is true. And technically, if we had small Cyrene, it would be 4. And I mean, right now, March is kind of purple more than pink, right?
Hyacinth, did you awaken this golden light?
That's Lord Finance's lingering divinity. The sky merely reflected its tracks. The golden blood has not faded. We should respond in kind.
That's one huge harp.
The strings tremble as the people on the surface wage war and cry out. Miss Clementine, Mr. Crateros, and countless others who have heeded Gray's call. Guided by the rainbow, they're sending back good news, all to the same tune.
Amphorians need not bow, even when destiny is unveiled.
I knew you could all hear it too. Standing here, the sky feels wider than ever. It's no longer a towering wall, but a shore within reach. We'll take every name there with us, won't we?
We will.
An epic is shaped by the lives it carries. That much is beyond doubt. Or, as you've said before, right now, all that matters is to believe.
Then, I guess that's my little wish fulfilled. Pluck the strings, Hyacinth, healer of the sky.
Oh yeah, but it's the...
May the 7-hued melody weave a rainbow, bringing a rosy-fingered dawn to the children of humanity. When the rainbow rises across the horizon, even the darkest clouds of destiny shall scatter.
So, I'm just going to put a joke in here. So I guess that in this cycle, I mean, not cycle, but in this iteration of the world, I guess now Aquila doesn't prefer sunny or rainy. Aquila prefers rainbows, right?
The melody. It's changed.
Sorry. I mean, it was a very complex melody for a moment that could have been skipped for many.
He heard the voices of the people, but could no longer respond with the same ardor. Like a bird drawn home by instinct. It takes flight and finds its way to him.
Yeah, the spirit skybox. Okay, at least it looks like all of these ones are going to be easy to find. In the sense that they are going to be like in plain sight, kind of. Like in each point where we meet. Although that wasn't the case for the one that was hidden, and also that wasn't the case for the one we found after mighty. And also I do not remember we found one while talking to mighty, so maybe I'm already missing one. So my bets are that now we are going to face Aglaya, Tribune, or Hycelius. I mean, I almost mentioned everyone, right, of the remaining ones. Okay, I do not think we are going to be facing Anaxagoras. The reason why I say Hycelius is that at least the first three were grouped with the Sisters of Calamity, right? Now I would expect that because we already have the sky, then we will have like the other two that made the world, right there. So, I mean, the Earth is Danhang, so the other one will be Hycelius, right? Then after that we will have so we have one of the Sisters of Fate, right, which is Time. The other two are Law and Passages, which is Greed. I really feel that Seridra is going to be one of the last ones. Trivia and Seridra are going to be the last ones, probably. So, yeah. From there we have Kefali, which is one of all. We have Romance, and we have Knowledge Xerxes. So that would be an Anaxagoras. We need to go that way, but
even this pure light is tainted by the destruction. Shall we see
Either way, his wisdom may be what we need.
Oh, so we are going to go with an Anaxagoras. That's my bad. There's a treasure close. Yeah, there was a treasure very close to me. Huh. Interesting. Is there any nymph in here? Okay, at least something that I must say is that the larger, the easier usually, right? Because I mean, it's very hard to actually design large puzzles without losing track of the solution. Well, that's forced. Now from here we have two movements. Well, I mean, technically that's not entirely forced. They could have like thrown in some waiting time. Yeah, they could have thrown in some wait time in there. Haven't said that. I mean, right. I mean, we need them to step in here and to at least end in here, right? For the shadow. So it could go like this way and then that way. To some degree, I feel it really doesn't make a difference if they like drop here, because I mean the next movement is in here, so they could drop in here and nothing really changes. And at least at this point, either we go down or we go back. But if we are going back, there's no way they are actually passing from here, because there are not two adjacent movements in here. So, but also to some degree, that's like a lost move in there, right? Because it's all the way here. You would want it to go further one more, but we cannot go more. And if it goes back, I'm honestly wondering if it's even possible for it to go down in this direction. If it's able for like the shadow to reach this point, like this column in here. because it reaches this column, but then we need to go back, and it goes back. And if we move this way, it moves this way, but we cannot move 2 in this direction. So I'm guessing that the idea is for it to drop in here. That's also not possible for it to return all the way here, right? I honestly think I'm overthinking this. Okay. Everything was fine until that point. And I do not know if the mistake was dropping or... Okay, so this is the only one that actually matters. Okay, it wasn't as simple as I suppose.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
So it looks like we are going with the next one. Next hours. Next hours. And next hours. Oh, we are going to have a puzzle world. But there's a lot of water, so maybe it's high ceilings, maybe. Wow. Oh no, it's not exciting.
You're here. Sooner than I expected. So all along, the Demiurge was you. The pink mammal beside the Trailblazer.
Your classification is pretty spot on, Professor Anaxa.
Well, the sages of the Grove do call him the Titan with the sharpest eye in Euphorius.
Say the ones who keep dumping every problem child on me.
They also say that the Titans are way better at raising kids than the Caprists.
Every problem child. Is he talking about Helsinki and finally?
With great power comes great responsibility. I'm sure you know just how to guide them, right?
It shouldn't be too hard for someone with your insight.
Exactly. All right, gather yourselves. It's time for a pop quiz.
Whoa, this is way more hardcore than the happy-go-lucky stuff at Paperfold University.
The final battle is upon us, and the reinforcements still can't get through. No matter how many times I tell him, he just can't seem to manage the rear line properly. See those crystals? They carry the wishes of deliverance, like insects trapped in amber and resin. This is the task finally left behind. Retrace the path once taken. Draw forth those wishes from the crystals, and carry them into the final battle. I've tried, but I can't move them alone. And as for why, well, I'm sure you all know the answer.
The conviction to save the world weighs far heavier than the world itself.
In other words, as the hero within his heart. This challenge is practically made for you, isn't it?
The surprise face of Stella has no price. Oh, oh.
Aw, who turned off the lights? This pop quiz even has dramatic effects now?
Endless darkness. That is where wishes begin.
But with just a glimmer of light, we can illuminate this lonely world.
What lies beyond the edge of the light?
Chaos. To bear the name Kaslana, one must first plunge into chaos to seek a path for the primordial light.
Beyond the shadows lies the outline of dawn.
Only by bearing both light and shadow can one traverse the cycles of dawn and dusk.
Ooh. Ah, it's simple.
These creatures, they're everywhere. Someone, anyone, where are you?
His very first wish was simply to become his village's little hero. He'll never forget what set him on this path.
That's the ray of hope. Just like the wishes he gathered, it's grown ever more insatiable.
Why is this happening?
Even the deliverer from the sky must have their beginnings in the soil of the nations. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
He never expected that the majestic holy city would be far from the end of what needed to be protected.
The farther his gaze reached, the more weight he came to bear. But in the end, he couldn't hold on to any of it.
Don't forget to let your friends in on that.
I feel like we lost the path we came from. Okay, there's a lower floor. We will be going. We need to go to the lower floor anyways. But I want to know what's beyond this one here. Right. We cannot actually go with this one yet.
is quiet.
A prisoner in the cave can never truly describe the world in its entirety.
Yet even so, he would still choose to bear it.
All of the... Ooh. Yeah, all of the light is back, right? So now that's... Oh, we cannot go lower yet. That's it.
The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
The echo in his heart still lingers. Deliverer, take the wish of world-bearing with you first.
We only have half of the mark. Where's the other half?
Take this. I'll bring you to the next test. That massive tome you're holding must have room for one more scholar, I presume.
Of course. It can hold the whole world.
Then give me a lift, would you? I'd rather save my energy and use the time to think.
Even gods shouldn't skip exercise, you know?
That's a little bit what I was going to say.
Is right.
Then, with the Trailblaze as witness, the stars shall remember how Anaxagoras refuted the gods.
No need for that. Anaxa, scholar of reason. Keeping it simple makes it easier for future minds to question. Go. The closing act is still far ahead. What is this? Conference?
Welcome! Take a seat anywhere you like.
I'm getting a migraine.
Oh, so we can go to number one. Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. No, so there's nothing to be done in there, nothing. Oh, there's something to be done in there.
Seek, and you will find.
Jinx. Are we still going to have Bartolus in here? Maybe? Not yet. Okay, we are like 15 minutes before I call it for the stream. I see it.
Seems like we've been shut out.
I don't think that's a bad thing. Hooray, Fry! You finally made it!
No laws, no opposition. Just a dying beast and the flame-chased spirit of shared hatred. Ugh, boring. Whoa! This place is really out of the way.
Imperator, should we tell them?
It's your call.
Allow me to share our findings. This paradise, along with the destruction, seems to be instinctively rejecting both the Imperator and me. Perhaps it is because the era in which Finan was the most active lies far removed from the days of the first flame chase journey. Even in the cycles where he remained sane, his ties with us never went beyond cooperation.
Even trapped in a cage, he hasn't let down his guard. That is a good sign. That man's heart may seem hollow, but his hatred is clear. Naturally, it holds no place for a monarch who stands above the world, nor her blade. Wait, so you two can't come with us? You want us to join you as memories?
Indeed. This way, the stars shall remember a great sovereign and her faithful retainer. Saridra, monarch of law. And High Sealins, knight of the ocean.
Is that book truly the only way for us to leave our names in history?
I believe, as I've written, is but one medium. The remembrance has countless ways of capturing time.
Understood. Then, allow me to decline. I'll see you on the battlefield. I would rather be forgotten than be defined. If your words hold true, then we have our own ways to meet again in the world to come.
In that case, I will choose the same. Let the waves that surge within your heart cleanse the sins of the black tide, Greyfry. The stormy sea awaits your song of triumph.
You two are still as resolute as ever. In that case, we must double our efforts. A promise to the Imperator is not one we take lightly.
Okay, so I was off by one character with Jesus. It was first an accent, then it was Jesus. But I was way off when it comes to Seri. Ooh, I'm trapped. Oh, no. How is the reaction ended up in here? Because kind of like everything got activated on its own. Oh, we're following that thing, right? No, but honestly, how's that? I'm lost in the map. Oh. So we came out from here. We were flying this direction. Okay, here we saw that, and I remember seeing that flower in there. Is that a Bartolo's chest?
Looks like that cured it, huh?
To think, such a tiny pathogen could spawn a calamity that engulfs the entire universe.
No wonder. Look at what's in its belly. Demigods packed in like sardines in a can.
Yeah, looks like no names.
Now, don't lose your temper,
Priya,
Snowy.
okay.
Good kids keep their emotions in check.
That voice! It's the Trailblaze sisters!
I only see two. That's bad. There's any. There's any. That's a little bit weird. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. I thought it had already reset, but not yet. So we are just going to talk with 3D, and that's pretty much for today. If anything else happens.
Whoa! There's another one! Over here, too.
Lady Trebios?
Whoa! Your little Reenie? You look so grown up all of a sudden!
They sound so weird.
She is not the Cyrene we remember. She is the Demiurge, Titan of Genesis. The one destined to work miracles alongside the heroes. Yeah, and we are ready. But Trian and I can't leave just yet. You see, weird stuff keeps popping up everywhere. These scattered scrolls are full of terrifying things. And they're all over the room. They're so scary and so sad. Good thing Trian's wings are amazing, or we would have been swallowed up. We need to stay here and do our best to clean them up.
Scrolls filled with horrifying content. Friend, shall we take a look?
There is no black tide here, but it is a battlefield, all the same.
Experimental record of Delta Me 13 Part 3. Eternal recurrence. That big number. Subject Castellano launched its attack on the sector's kernel, instantaneous resonance of several hundred million quantum allowing to briefly confront Monique. Castellano was detected in clashing with other pod striders of the destruction in the path space, where it was defeated. Castellano failed to load into the buffer. It used the destruction to destroy its own data, creating a logic error in the world path. Its purpose is unknown. Incomplete entity Iron Tone has absorbed subject Castellano. Going back extrapolation. Terra recurrence, significant deactivation of the destruction equation black tide detected. Assume cause resistance from the absorbed subject Castellano. Subject Castellano's hatred of the destruction is suppressing the iterative process Iron Tone. Iterative process Iron Tone administration intervention required.
Snowy's been fighting this whole time. He doesn't want to be consumed by Iron Tomb and turned into an agent of destruction. But the strength behind his resistance comes from the same hatred.
To be a flame is to burn. It is simply in Vinan's nature. But it was remembrance that drove him to shine with golden light, piercing the unfathomable darkness. Mr. Hieronymus?
Course 496. Still resisting. Command. Inject interference to redirect decision logic. Signal simulation. Parental figures.
Ah, that Tin Man is one sneaky jerk.
It's time to move on, my child. Let go of your anger and listen to reason. That God created us and then cast us aside. Shouldn't they be punished for that? The cold, indifferent cosmos has never shown mercy to Emphorius. Why would you burn for it, only to turn to ash?
Child, you've chosen the wrong enemy. Your birth was meant to be the greatest destiny. You were to liberate the universe, like the blazing sun at the end of the long night. And yet, you led yourself into a trap of futility, treating your very purpose as your sworn enemy. Is that not a tragedy in itself?
His inner struggle and the destruction breaking through. They're rising to the surface.
If those thoughts take over this little world, we're in big trouble.
So, we'll use the Century Gate to toss them somewhere no one can see.
Then we'll defeat the baddies together and meet everyone at the end of the West Wind.
But if Finan and Iron Tomb are already inseparable from each other, that would mean...
It means he's still bearing the weight of the world. So that everyone can reach the end as a deliverer.
So, you guys keep going forward and down to where Snowy is. Little Gray, this time, let's give it everything we've got.
Only 2 remain on this flame chase journey.
Figures. They're always leading from the front line.
So okay, we are missing a player. Yeah, because the 3 Sisters of Fate have already passed. And the 3 Creators of the World. So we are already 3, we encountered 3 at the beginning. Oops. So we are 3. Okay, then we have the 3. That's 6. Then we have 3, then we have it's only a player, right? right? Because it will be long time passages, earth, ocean, sky. We have reason, ordering, romance, and we have strife, trickery, and death, right? So yeah, all the clients missing. Okay, I'm going to give it a try and keep holding. So we just meet with the client and that's it for the stream. I'm wondering why. Oh, okay, so it's missing, and I'm guessing it's two because of Creepy and Aglaya, right? So there's no objective. Okay, I guess this is just an extra puzzle. Okay, we are in here, so we are going to be going probably around this. And then again, this is the final boss, right? So we are here in this Indonesia, vortex of Genesis. I see no exomate. So yeah, I see no exomate or wherever we were with prophecy and suffering. Okay, so here is the great tomb of the name state, right? Okay. I don't see a lion. Okay, I wasn't expecting this again.
We're here. The second test site.
I wonder what kind of wish we'll see this time.
I'm afraid it's quite the opposite. This time, we'll face his despair. That's right. You'll have to walk this path too.
The other half of the weight of world-bearing lies at the end of this path. Relax now. Take a deep breath.
Come on. Let's make it quick.
Sure. Let's make the despair quick.
If you're ready, begin the ritual and retrace the steps he once took.
Looks like we'll be walking through the darkness this time.
Exactly. It's no longer about mending broken wishes, but shattering the frozen despair.
Ooh. Interesting. So now we are cornering the light.
The first ripple has faded. And so begins a long and arduous journey.
I mean, I have to give them the praise that actually this type of concept is quite sophisticated. Oh, so this explains why. So we cannot enter the light. Literally, we go all the way to the side. Okay, I'm starting to understand a bit. Arm on the right side. Oh, I whipped too much. Yeah. Okay. Oh no.
Slaughter. All for nothing.
That's more than anyone should be made to suffer.
Looks like my graphics card is getting a little bit finicky. Oh, we can no longer go through this. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting how they are actually playing around. Oh, menu.
Even when it was finally over, all that remained in him was despair.
But even so, the drop of blood wrung from his wrath has guided us here.
We did it, finally.
I mean, it is even stronger because it comes from the MC. Oh, it's kind of a statue, right?
The other half of world bearing. As promised. Take it now.
At last, you've released him from the wishes he carried for so long, and quenched the despair kindled by his wrath. When both light and shadow are claimed by those who follow, his true form shall emerge. The blank statue is finally free.
So we are also going to have a small final. That's
Smiling
interesting.
child in the memories. Let him come with us, laughing to the very end.
I will never forget this. Okay. Okay, that treasure is. Wait. No. I'm going to end the stream here because it really feels that they are baiting me into something that's going to be more complex than just meeting with a lion. So, are we supposed to go down here? We're supposed to go in that direction. Well, anyways, we will explore that on the next stream. A lot of thanks for everyone to come by. And see you on the next one. Bye.